All right, let's go through this Unit 1 practice test. Here we have a graph. The one you had was they just gave you the red line, and you want to find the slope of that line. So if I look at the slope of this line, I'm going to start at any point, go to the next point. That's why it's rise 1, run 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So my slope is 1/4. Of that line, my y-intercept is 3 because it crosses at 3. If I were to write an equation for this, the equation is y equals 1/4 x plus 3. Well, I got to go backwards and understand that the slope of this line is 1/4. So my new slope for my new line will be m equals, well, I'm going to flip it, take the opposite. If I flip 1/4 is 4/1, opposite is negative. So it's going to be negative 4/1, which is the same thing as negative 4. Next, you can choose any y-intercept. So one equation I'm going to have, and let's say the one that's light green, it looks like I put y equals negative 4x plus 5 because the negative 4 stays the same. So I went up to 5. So if you go up 5, put a dot down, 4/1, there you go. Same thing for the purple one. Up 2, there's your slope, your same slope here, and you just write out your equation, sketch the graph. Up 2, down 4/1, bam. That's it. Questions? Great. All right. Number 2, it says, what is the equation of the line that goes through the point negative 4, 15 and is parallel to the equation blah? You need to basically plug everything into your y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. And you can kind of see what I did. Y minus 15, m is negative 2 because it's parallel to that line. And then x minus negative 4, which is plus 4. Good. Subtract, distribute. Now I'm here. Great. All right. Let's go to the next one. And here we added 15 on both sides. So we got y equals negative 2x plus 7. All right. Number 3. Given the equation blah, what is the value of the slope? Well, if you find the slope of this line, we got to take this line and write it into y equals mx plus b form, which means we got to solve for y in order to get the slope. Well, we just solved for y. Subtract 12x on both sides. You can't combine those. They're not like terms. Divide by negative 3, positive 4x. And then leave this as negative 7/3 or 7/-3. Either one's the same thing. All right. But now when we get here, I have this in y equals mx plus b form. But the question is, what is the slope? The slope is the m. So my answer is m equals 4. All right, number 4. This one's pretty straightforward. This one, the main thing is you want to write out your ordered pairs. So on the right side, I have 4, 6. Left side, I have negative 8, negative 4. From there, you use the formula. And I didn't write the formula here, but you add up the x values, divided by 2, comma, add up the y values. And then here, excuse me, that's wrong. That's just a sad looking one. So this is y1. That's y2/2. So here I added my x values, negative 8 plus 4 divided by 2. And over here I added my y values. And then just do the math, simplify. There you go, bam. Number 5, this is one we did earlier. This was a proof. So take a look at the proof. The main thing with proofs, remember your statements and your reasons. Normally the first step is always a given most of the time. So that's why wy is equal to xz, which is here. And remember the next step, if you're adding wx plus xy, I know that's equal to wy. You're like, of course. Well, that's called the segment addition postulate. That's why you can do that, because those are parts of a whole. These are, again, we went through this before, so I'm not even going to get too intense with this. The main thing is just understand you're going from one logical step to the next when you're doing a proof. Number 6. This is the one where we had to first draw your line over here because it says it's in a 2:5 ratio. So the first part is 2, second part is 5. Made our fraction 2 over 7 because it's 7 parts. 5 over 7. And this part over here is just a formula. You just got to remember what to do. There's no other way around it. So I multiply -8, only my x times the second one, plus my 6x, the 6, which is an x, times the second one. That's it. Do the same over here, but this time I use y's. And I just do the math, reduce this, add those, -4, 4. All right, 7. 7, they gave us that angle 1 was 34. But they also told us that AC is perpendicular to DB. So this line is perpendicular to this. So I know G is 90. So if G is 90, I know that the vertical angle to G is 2. And over here, angle 1 is 34. I know that angle 1 plus angle 5 is 90. So if I go 90 minus 34, I get 56. And now if I take this and look at my vertical angle, number 3 has to be 56. Same with number 1 and 4. That's it. Number 8, if two parallel lines are cut by transverse and the corresponding angles are equal, to blah and blah, find the value of x. Note, if you see it says corresponding angles, I know they're equal. I don't even need to draw it. You can, but you don't have to. But if it says corresponding angles, just set them equal to each other and solve. That's it. I think. All right, number 9. This one is just definitions. I have definitions here. Let's draw a picture of a circle. I think I know what a circle is. But the main thing with a circle, draw yourself a circle and label it maybe S. So we're just going to say that circle S. Next, I'm going to draw 2 rays with a common endpoint. Make this maybe C, A. Okay. And then I can label that as angle ACB or angle BCA. Perpendicular lines, I can draw, let's see, there's the perpendicular lines, right angle. That's perpendicular line. I can label this as, let's say, L and this M. And my notation would be angle L is perpendicular to angle M. That's it. And number 10, I literally want you to go to these little links here. And let me go to a link. Maybe I'm going to go to a link. Well, you should be able to go to your links that I'm going to send you. I'm going to send this answer key. All right. If you go to that link, well, maybe I'm going to go to that link. Let's go to my link. Stopped working on me. All right, let's go to geometry. All right, I'm going to go to modules. I'm going to scroll to the bottom, and I'm going to go to number 10, hint. This is where you get this information from. All right, sorry for the long pause. So I'm going to click here to get to the link. And then this is what you're drawing. This is a construction. We didn't have a lot of time to get to these, but this is called a construction. So here, if I click this, there's a compass. They made a mark here, another mark there. And then what they've done, they essentially constructed perfect right angles from giving a straight edge and a compass. This is really important. So what I want you to do is draw that on your paper, because, all right, let's find it. On your test, they're going to give you some little symbols, and you just got to look at the symbols and know what they're talking about. So if I give you a point and a line, you're basically using your compass, and I'm putting a mark here, and I'm putting a mark here. And then on your compass, you put another mark, some here, about here, put a point here, draw a line. Sorry about that. And then right angle, that's going to give me a perfect right angle. And this is what you're looking for. So if you see this, you just need to remember that this is constructing a perpendicular line. Very important. All right, part B is the same thing. You could click the link to go there and look at it, but I'm going to just draw it. Going to look something like this. That's your angle here. And basically, you're going to use this and do your compass like this. You're going to also do your compass here, mark here, something like that. Put your point here. And there you go. I think that's it. Part C, I don't think that was going to be in the test, just to be honest. But the main thing is be concerned with these. If you see this marking, that's perpendicular line. Part B is going to be bisecting an angle. But for part C, just click on it, go there, and draw it out. And when you see those marks, that's going to be copying an angle. Hopefully this helped. If not, let me know. All right, great. Thanks. See ya.